A joint United Nations COVID-19 response program, which began in April 2020, has come to an end, and it was designed to help mobilize communities against the spread of COVID-19 through creating awareness and empowering vulnerable women, girls, and young adults. To mark the close of the program, a meeting was organized in Abuja to explore its achievements and challenges. Participants called for more interventions that would empower the vulnerable in the society. Kemi Balogun has the story.
At the onset of the pandemic and throughout the lockdown and hardship felt by people, women and girls became more vulnerable and at the receiving end of several negative violations. The Risk Communication and Community Engagement Program on the multi-sectoral pandemic response to COVID-19 in Nigeria was started across 10 states, including the Federal Capital Territory. It considered the intersection between COVID-19 and the social net support programs on most vulnerable women, girls, and young adults.
Last year, during the lockdown, it was terrible. A lot of my women lost their businesses, some lost their jobs. But with this intervention, you don't know how women are so happy to get back to business.
The project was also set up to mobilize especially women and girls in communities against the spread and impact of COVID-19. This was achieved through creating awareness, risk mitigation, capacity building and empowerment across states. This meeting marks the closure of the project where the implementation, achievements and challenges are being assessed.
The target was to support the national multi-sectoral COVID-19 pandemic response under the UN Basket Fund towards reaching 10,000 vulnerable women and girls who are worst affected by the knock-on effects of the crisis in 60 communities. 20 local governments in 10 priority states have been fully met with and surpassed with an additional of 1,500 households being reached.
It has demonstrated that we can reach women who are furthest left behind, and we can give them a voice. And so the many lessons that have been learned from this, I believe, can inform the government's efforts to ensure that the recovery process is as inclusive as possible.
Other beneficiaries of the project remain positive that it has created a lasting impact and will be sustained.
We're monitoring and tracking the usage of the fund to ensure that they use it judiciously, and to also for them to help others who did not get the fund. That's our sustainability strategy, so that those who did not benefit will benefit eventually from those who benefited.
With the closure of the first phase of the program, which had been extended twice, guests here believe that the project has created a lasting impact on those that were aided by its intervention. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.